Shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises to our boy, how about Shemil Shai, Hashem Crash. Kal Ha'alameh, how about Shemil Shai, Hashem Crash. That's in ancient Hebrews, and all praises to Yahweh and in the Shai and in the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to our brothers and who are pushing the sword in sincerity and in truth. I believe in this gospel. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp Jonas, Jamaica, and this lesson, Rosalind, is, you can say, title, Be Thou Faithful Unto Death, which is from the precept in Revelation 2, as you read it. And, came across this video from TJ and John, whatever name, and the son of the artist track star, Lost in Time, and there was a documentary, a podcast or some like an interview, and TJ was going into, see if we can find it. Was going into some it is. He was going into some of the artists them who are Rasta, you see me? Because so-called Rastas in Jamaica not defending no point or they believe or anything like that. They're supposed to have a certain vibration, and go by certain principles. But for example, as the brother Share bring out, I believe was Protege, Protege designer, Protege. Mama designer. Will basically is a flaming faggot. I don't know Rasta supposed to be hitting out against these things, right? But you get the bug. Yeah, I don't need names, so we can't find them in life. You see me? But if you can, you will be able to find it if you look up, But or maybe another Protege. I think that you see me. But if you're in the know, it's a little brief right now, with in the so-called industry we're in Yaksta, them one of the one to basically start bonfire too, for example upon the element of people, right? But I want to take it from our standpoint, because we come out, and we offer as is written in just real quick. Isaiah 58 verse 1, it says, Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. So our duty on this earth is to basically prophesy, bring out the scriptures, reprove, rebuke, and that come with speaking against the alphabet community, speaking against, all these so-called religions out there. People who get offended. People going to hate us. People going, as the scripture says, they hate him that rebuked at the gate. What's that? I think it's Amos 5:10. Yep, Amos 5:10 says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And as we said, I'm going to see this as well. Isaiah 59. Let's talk about verse 11. Because in this world that's basically given over to wickedness, coming out from it, as Scripture said, they speak evil of you, you see me? And coming out from it, you're going to be hated, you're going to be disliked. right? Speaking the truth will basically set you, well, let me just read this real quick. Um, Isaiah 49:14, it says, and judgment turn away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. I'm gonna close this. Is it the time one close? Yeah, it says, and judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yeah, because right now, what's basically prevailing? Wickedness, evil. It says, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So if you turn from evil, if you turn from this wicked world, you're going to make yourself a prey. You're going to look like that vulnerable sheep out there where people want us, oh, see them, I one of them madman there. You see them a waste him life, right? You may not be the MVP, you know, you me woman may not want look upon you like, oh yeah, he's one of those alpha males or whatever. You see me? And your family may turn them back on you, so you waste your life, or you're a madman, or you're wicked. All because this world has been so far gone in evil, coming out from it now, you look like you are the taboo one, you know. And speaking out against it, we have to expect that level of fire, we have to expect that level of resentment, we have to expect that level of hate. But it should be the point of, as it's written, um, Revelation 2, verse 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Oh, because with them new legislation, like for example, what take place right now in Canada, with them legislation, them go make a lot of things, the hate crime and the T-bird and all of that, just because they speak the truth. You bring out the Bible. The Bible, bringing out the Bible will be a hate crime. So we won't be what cast into prison. It says that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. So it's supposed to be the point of even up unto death. So if I have to lose a life for this truth's sake, so be it. That's the mind we have to have. Because if you don't have that mind, then you're going to give in for anything. Because that's what the test will be. The test will be your life will on the line. You see it all the while in even in Esau's movies. What? Yeah, as what Satan said to the most with Job situation. Flesh, a man will give anything to basically to save him skin. Roughly paraphrasing. So we coming out now testifying these words, believing in the scriptures, we have the mind of even up unto death. Right? In this wicked ass world, Psalms 94:16, who will rise up for me against evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against workers of iniquity? Because it's not an easy thing. You have to stand bold, you have to have balls, you have to have courage to come out against the whole world and say, yo, no, well on the wrong, and know that they might lynch you. You see me? But even if we are, which them can't eat unless the Most High sanction it, but even if that's the case, you have to have the mindset, yeah, right are right and wrong are wrong. And you have to have the mind for hold out even upon to death. Matthew 16, verse 24, then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself. So even our own life of deny, all people look upon you, what people think of you in this world, or what even you desire, what you would like. It's not no more about us. Let's get this. Romans 12, verse 1. It says, as beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So our reasonable service is to offer up our bodies. So go there as a sacrifice for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So if we have to lose our life, we speak out against this wicked society. Speak out against For example, Esau and the PDF files and the element of people and the wicked of people and the leaders and all of that to bring forth prophecies, then so be it. That is counting the cost. 1 Peter 4 verse 1, for as much then as Yahushua had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh. So that's our purpose now, not for our own feelings and desires, but we're here now to actually bring forth the scriptures and live it to the best of our ability. Verse 3, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatry. So at one point we were in the world, of the world, but no longer. It says, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. So we're going to do when people start separating themselves from us. We're going to do when people start speak evil of us. Give in. I say, oh, Mr. I never mean to offend the element of people. No. Easy me. John 16 and 1, these things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh, that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. So people even put to death and think so them do a good thing. All these things will they do unto you, because they have not known the Father nor me. But these things I have told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them, and these things I said not unto you at the beginning, because I was with you. So now we are about to approach that time, when persecution gonna be, lit. It's not gonna be an easy thing for us go out and, speak and, put up these videos. Life gonna be on the line. Jail time gonna be on the line. But guess what? We have a prayer for the strength to endure even within that. Fire start. You see me? Just as within these them Rasta man, them basically push fire and them expect to be hated. Yeah, gonna have one and two people on the sideline. I say, yeah, man, go and push the fire. Yeah. You see me? But for the most part, you'll be hated, which is good. Because this is a wicked ass world. You don't want to be loved off wicked ass people. 1 John 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. And guess what? We are not of the world, so therefore the world will not love us. We're going to speak things contrary to the world. We're going to walk contrary to the world. So don't expect to be liked. Don't expect to be loved by anybody in this world. Couldn't be a family. Don't expect to be understood either. That's a part of it as well. Because the message that you have is literally just not for everybody. It's only for the elect, That's the road of the trod in this faith, So it's even upon the death. And sometimes when we look at it and say, yeah, we like the fun line of guillotine, our man put a gun in and say, yeah. But sometimes we forgot to look upon the daily affairs, Right? We have to offer up your life as a living sacrifice. Walking around, which means, but the experience is a small piece of it. When brothers just started prophesying in Portland, the town literally was identifying them and scanning them, taxing on one, carry them when they walk on one side of the road, people to the other side, It was really that horrible. Right? Anywhere you go, they were identified and, marked, scarfed, but no one there. But no, you see me? Right? Things is a bit different, a bit lightened. But guess what? That's just it's like a snippet of things to come. Can it go be worse? Scripture say, "Ye shall be hated of all men." Let's get that. I think I want to get from Matthew 16. Matthew 10, verse 16. Behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So yeah, we are sheep and these people are wolves. And again, just because we are here to speak out against iniquity, no means every guy you work with and say, Batty man for dead. He's the man. No. You only one. Right? And even out there in the streets, we may say I forgot the wild pass, directly address the body, or speak in general, bring forth precepts. Right, as being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. This is but beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in the synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not he that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. So holy passalota take place during these times here. It says, and he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. So guess what? We're going to be hated. Nobody never like we. We're going to be the worst thing since Hitler. That's the hate. And the picture will going to be painted on us here. But guess what? Unto death. So be it. Right or right, wrong or wrong. Regardless of if everybody here, regardless of every life upon the line. So back to Matthew 16, verse 24, it says, Then said Yahushua and his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself. So with this said, yet with this known, you're denying yourself. Whatever privilege or likes or whatever, fuck this world going on in front of it. It's wicked, it's disgusting. So we'll let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And with knowledge, you will know this. You know, because if I try to even please people and please this world, or for whatever, you're gonna just get destroyed with this world. So might as well fuck this world, eh? Sorry for my French, might as well say to hell with this world. Choose your how about show me or shy. And if we ever get put to death, as it's written, we'll be back. Yahushua will bring us back here. The Most High will rise us up. He that loses life for my sake shall find it. And again, you may be upon the last brink here, guillotine, or so we call it execution squad. Ready to shoot at you and the Most High deliver you. So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Or have the mind here, if you endure even unto death here. Right? Because them money right now, Mr. Like the fire starts, them call out Protege, is one late song him do. Right? And we've been doing these things over the years. People are like, but guess what? It's going to get worse. And we give warning, it's basically gird up your lines, right? Your mind, lines of your mind to be prepared, for the fire where Esau going to shine the light by way and start tell some bag of lie, twist up a video them. People ain't like it from a long time. So we say, this is a condemnation. The light is coming to the world and man love darkness rather than light because the deeds were evil. So these people look for a reason to come against us. But that's not supposed to make a change doctrine or sugarcoat it and water it down. It will give us more fuel, you see me, we go fully. Right? So this is the fan until like out there giving our praise to Poya Aboshim, Shy Aboshim, Kakrash, the one as to elders and apostles of great stone. Shalom. Shalom.